short.
So you got to be up on it a bit.
You missed the Northern Lights if you've been back in UK, Con.
Oh God, I don't.
Yeah, my daughter lives in Scotland. She got some great pictures.
About it. I had a plan here to go to one of the highest points, and it was cloudy. I couldn't believe it. Some people said they saw them, and some people said they didn't. And here in France,
Brecon Beacons. Someone took some great shots at Brecon.
Really good.
Yeah, Brecon. Yeah, it was good up there.
Yeah.
I saw
North Wales was really good. They reckon.
No,
Yeah.
I was so
Scotland, my daughter lives right up in the northeast of Scotland, opposite Isle of Skye, and she got some great pictures.
Right.
We're apparently going to have this for quite
You
some
mean
time.
northwest of Scotland? You mean?
Yeah, sorry, northwest. Yeah. What did I say?
Let
Northeast.
skies move. Yeah.
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 No, yeah, right up Alpy, right up top.
Yeah. It's lovely up there.
Yeah, we spent 10 days up there. It's brilliant. Lovely. It was quite good weather as well. Light all the time. 1 o'clock in the morning, could sit outside, read a book.
Yeah.
Really light, you know.
we went up. We went up there for a contest one time. It was up to Thurso, and went to Brim's Nest. Bloody hell, it's an ugly looking wave shears. Oh, it's frightening. It's frighteningly, horribly nice wave, but puts the shits up you. It really does. Scary.
Yeah.
It is a feeling about it, you know. There's only a couple of places in the world I didn't like surfing, and Brim's Nest was one of them.
Yay.
Hello, what's wrong?
My daughter ringing.
All right.
I'll say hello for us.
Yeah, we'll do. Hello, mate.
Hello.
Okay, let's say hello to the boys. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hey, she all right?
No, it's gone off right.
Yeah, there's only a couple of ways I don't like in the world, and Brim's Nest was one of them. And and it was it wasn't any swell. We left Thurso, and there wasn't any swell. And somebody says a little wave at Brim's Nest. So we got to Brim's Nest, and it was about 3-4 foot, like, you know. And by the time we got to organise the contest, it was picking up, and I don't know if you've seen a swell picking up in Scotland, but it was picking up, and it was like 8 foot plus, you know. Yeah. It's both snapping and everything. Oh my God, I don't want to go in here. It was fucking awful. Anyway, so then I was lucky enough that they took it back to Thurso, and the first wave I had in Thurso, I hit the bottom and smashed my face in. Great, I should have. That was great. Fine.
Yeah, it's good surf up there, mine.
Yeah, bloody hell, yeah.
Surfed Melvick.
Melvick, yeah, we went to Melvick, but it wasn't working. I was gutted.
Oh, we had it one of the contests. We had it really good.
Yeah.
On the off day.
Yeah.
They had a day's break.
Yeah.
And because the wind was wrong for.
But it's like that when we were there.
Yeah.
It came out sort of cross on shore at Thurso, and there's a good swell running, and so they took us over onto the east coast, down by Wick Way somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
And there's all these point breaks, point break after point break, and they held a contest in a place that had never been surfed. As far as I knew, it had never been surfed.
That's right.
I mean, we paddled out to a place to hold a contest, and nobody's ever surfed it, you know.
Yeah,
great.
It's a proper competition, that isn't it?
Oh, it was.
No,
it was
but there were so many waves.
Yeah, so many waves down
East Coast,
up there. Sorry, not down there.
Yeah,
it was just a fabulous wave. It's just wow, you know. I liked that one. I liked it better than I liked Brim's Nest, that's for sure. But it was weird because it was like being in Hawaii or in the middle of the Atlantic somewhere, because it was real swell. It wasn't North Sea swell, but it was coming in sets, and you could see the sets coming, and the sets were timed. You know, like in Hawaii, you get sets coming in every 10 minutes, 11 minutes. In the Caribbean, you get North swell, and it comes in every 10 minutes, 11 minutes, you know. And then you get a set of about 15 waves, and then you just wait then for the next sets to come. But it was just wild, and it was so powerful. It was really good fun.
Yeah.
But totally, total contest weather, rain and wind. The wind was offshore.
Yeah. What do you expect?
Yeah, nothing more than that.
Surf contest. Yeah.
I was a bit gutted it wasn't on shore on 10 foot, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, how about Patrick Langland Dark then, eh? How's about him?
Sorry?
Patrick Langland Dark. He's a surfer from Langland. He just got into the quarterfinals of
Oh,
Oh, right.
WSL
Oh.
qualifying series contest. Oh man,
Oh, right.
so stoked for him. Another guy as well from Langland, was his name Logan something, I can't think of his name. God, Silcon? No, I don't know. I can't remember. Anyway, and Patrick got to the quarterfinals, man, and he was firing. I mean, he was on fire, you know.
Yeah.
Surfed so well, and he really deserved to get into the semi-finals. You know, he should have. For me, he should have got into the final. But he, you know, to get into a quarter of a final of a WSL qualifying series is not a bad effort.
No, that's a bloody good, yeah.
Because they're all such good surfers there, and he's up, you know, and he beat a couple of the top guys as well, which was quite good for him.
Yeah.
But I think that's boosted his confidence, and I hope it's going to put him on the right lines now, and he'll go somewhere with it.
Yeah.
But no, it was just
Hopefully, yeah.
yeah. But it was such a good contest because there was so many different types of waves. 1 minute it was like 8 to 10 foot, double overhead, and chunking, meaty sandbar, break your bones type body crushing waves, you know, that you wouldn't even send your best friend out to, you know. God, and fair dues, he went out and surfed it, you know. And the first thing he did was his first wave, he just did his huge closeout, and he just did a shredding arc across the lip. And he came down with a lip, and they thought, "Oh fuck, he's going to die," you know. And he came out, and it all exploded everywhere. And they, "Oh, he's down to the mines," you know. And he came out of it, and the fucking commentators were freaking out, you know. They've never seen anything like it. You know, who is this? Who is this? And all of a sudden, it went from being someone from GB, it went to Wales. Because I was putting a load of comments in there. He's not bloody English. He's bloody Welsh. He's
Welsh.
Welsh. And then they started calling him, "Oh yeah, the Welsh element, a really strong element, you know."
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but
You'll be there now in a minute.
yeah. Right, yeah.
Yeah, back on the road, yeah.
They had some Welsh guys there. Dylan was there, and the English guys. And the English guys didn't really get anywhere at all, you know. And it was just like the Welsh boys were just flying, you know.
Yeah.
Just really flying. Logan
There's
Nicol.
some really good surfers around at the moment.
What's the other guy's name? Yeah. Sorry,
Some
Dave.
really good young surfers around at the moment
Oh, bloody hell.
in
Yeah.
Wales. Yeah.
Yeah. No. I was quite so pleased that it's so funny that two Langland guys
Yeah.
got, like, Logan Nicol got into the last 16. The round of 16. And Patrick got knocked out in the round of 8. And that was just so, I thought, well done, boys. You know, really throwing it, you know, going at it. Really fantastic. It was great, that.
There's a lad I know in Reynoldston, his daughter's was out there in the competition. I don't know what her last name is. I can't remember her name, but she got halfway through got through the quarterfinals, but it was just too big. You know.
But this in the Azores.
Yeah.
But this contest.
Yeah. She came back a few days back.
All right. I'll check
through
the PFD for that. Yeah.
Yeah, but when her heats were on, it was just too big.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like any sport, you've got to have that many different boards, and you've got to experience all those boards and all those different waves, and that makes the difference between people who are getting on. They got the sponsorship; they can go in and see, no matter what, because they got the support. And of course, you know, you need half a dozen boards to go to some of these competitions. You know, board she had just couldn't handle the big surf.
No. Well, we found that out in Ireland, Dave, didn't we?
Yeah. My little twin thing, yeah.
Oh, fuck, that was so funny.
Yeah.
Oh my God. We had all that
Spanish point, wasn't it? Spanish point, big.
Oh, fuck.
And I had a 5'9" twinning.
I
I was lucky. I was lucky that I had the wide tail, but I had the fins right out on the outside.
Yeah, right.
So
yeah.
at least I could hold in.
Yeah,
you
I
know.
could. I was on this 510 single fin, and it was
Yeah.
like going sideways. And oh god, it was like the contest was held in like it was. I was it was about 1 to 2 foot, not even 2 foot sometimes.
That's right.
2 foot being
Felix.
optimistic, and the day after the contest, the swell came in, and we all went to Spanish Point, and it was just like pipeline, man. It was just huge and hollow,
Yeah.
and I mean hollow.
I had a barrel. I had a barrel with Tiki Tim, didn't I?
Yeah.
2 of us in there.
Yeah.
2 of us both in the barrel.
It was just amazing, you know. You didn't have to do anything to get in the barrel. All you had to do was make the takeoff. But making the takeoff was such a thing, going over it and going, oh my God. Ah! Don't hesitate. Go.
It's like dropping down a lift shaft, isn't it?
Arms up in the air going, oh,
Yeah, arms up.
I made it. You know. The first one I did, I wasn't, like, we weren't not really used to surfing huge hollow reef breaks, like, you know, in Ireland, and the wave was powerful as well. And I was halfway down a wave, and I tried doing a bottom turn. I thought, I'll just turn a little bit now and get right in there, you know. And no. The fin just comes out straight away. We go sideways and bam, down you go. So then you had to learn how to do a bottom turn, a real Hawaiian bottom turn, a Jerry Lopez bottom turn. You could really practice it, right out in front of the wave and then slowly come back into it, you know. It's not like they do now, and they slice in and they just stick their ass down and then stick in the tube. You know, that was so funny.
Oh.
That was a bit scary at times though as well, wasn't it? There's some big waves coming in.
Yeah. Gittery was scary at times when it was big.
The first competition, big competition we had at Langland was about 68, I think. I might be the second one maybe, but it was my first ever competition. I managed to get second place. Rod Stairs beat me by a couple of points, and John Goss came third. Div Gans is one of the judges. That's going back a bit. But we had about 5 foot waves. That was really good at that day, if I remember rightly. Going back a bit now, if I can just recall that.
If it was 68, that was the year we came to Wales.
Yeah, the 68, you had a big competition in Llangennith, and I nearly won the paddleboard on that paddleboard race. But the Williams brothers, one of the Williams brothers, I got caught in the buoy line at the turnaround, and one of the Williams brothers, probably I was inexperienced, a young lad. Williams brothers overtook me, and I went hell for leather, but never caught him up.
Yeah.
Went out too fast, see?
Yeah, that's it. Didn't got to pace yourself.
Yeah. Well, of course, we're going back a long time now, aren't we? You know, like 40 odd years. So yeah. But I got to see you guys anyway. See you next week. All right.
Cheers, Howard.
Bye.
Talking about the paddleboard races, and it seems to me, they used to have a paddleboard race in every contest, didn't they?
Yeah.
It used to be a sort of a ritual sort of thing from the old.
Yeah, the big one was that Porthtowan one, wasn't it?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
That was always a big.
Yeah.
People went there just to paddleboard, didn't they?
Yeah.
Didn't enter the contest other than the paddleboard.
Mm.
It was just to hang on from the old life surfing.
Yeah, the old life-saving stuff.
Yeah.
But,
that was the strongest life-saving club, wasn't it?
I remember one time we had a huge argument with the lifesavers because they were bringing out these life-saving paddle boards, and it was a surf contest.
Yeah.
We were on about, no, you got to use a surfboard, not an actual paddle board. They said, no, but it's a paddle board race, and they said, no, but it's a surfboard paddle race, for surfers.
Yeah.
No, we entered, we got, so I think they actually gave them another category or something like
Yeah.
that. You know, they were in the same race, but they weren't part of the same race, sort of thing. I don't know where that might have been Porthtowan as well. I think.
Yeah, would have probably because they had the really strong life-saving club down there.
Yeah, Porthtowan, Pulseith as well. I think were good, weren't they?
Yeah. But, no, that was. I mean, even Newquay was fairly big. You know, they're a life-saving club, but Porthtowan was always
Yeah.
They always had the best paddlers.
Yeah.
I think they used to import them.
Yeah, I
They
think
used
so.
to pay them. They used to pay them, I think.
I think bringing in Ringer.
Driving trucks and getting you everywhere.
That's right, isn't it? Yeah. But
Used to stand in a terminal on a tarmac at Heathrow looking for Aussies that used to come into the country.
yeah, come in, get one. No, that was the lifeguards in Newquay, wasn't it?
Yeah.
They used to ship them in every year.
Yeah. Aussies, get the Aussies in, mate.
Some of them were useless.
Oh, bloody hell, just a bunch of drunkards.
Yeah,
Really.
that's right, yeah.
Bird pullers and drunkards.
Yeah. Yeah, I worked with a couple of them, and I just, I had a rescue one day with two of us on the beach. I had a rescue, and the Aussie guy that was there didn't even know there'd been a rescue.
Ah, yeah, mate, where'd you get to?
Yeah, he said, "Where you been?"
Ah.
Yeah.
No, that's right. But what else is going on? What's happening in France? Are they?
I have no idea.
No.
No, I don't watch the news or anything.
No, you don't.
I
You watch your Welsh news, do you?
I don't watch any news. I don't listen to any news. I don't watch any news. I don't read newspapers. I just do my own thing and just cruise, That was another lovely evening with the Silver Surfers, wasn't it? Cool. So if you just enjoyed this last episode, why not subscribe and maybe like if you want to, if you'd like, and certainly hit the bell, click on the bell and hit all notifications, and then you'll be sure to get every single surfer, every single silver surfer, not every single surfer, so every single silver surfers video. Yeah, we got there in the end. So thank you very much, and we'll see you next time. Cool. Bye.